Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning business chat. And because we're getting more and more people joining in, I've gone ahead and muted everyone to keep the lines clean. But feel free to unmute yourself and chime in at any time. This is, as we like to say, kind of envision a big round table because there's quite a few of us. And it's an open discussion that we have. And so on Mondays, we have a product chat. On Thursdays, we have a business chat. And we sometimes kick it off with a subject matter and then, turns into Q&A and, testimonials. Today, I'd like to kick it off with the subject matter of the spring sprint. And I'd like to have our super sprinter, John Ward, jump on. And probably I see Connie's on too. She might want to chime in also because I think Connie and John are kind of neck and neck in first and second place in the spring sprint contest. So I thought success leaves clues and maybe they'd be gracious enough to share a few with us because I think everyone would like to hear that. So John, if you want to go ahead and kick it off, good morning. If you can unmute yourself. Otherwise, I'll find you and unmute you. Let's see if I can find John. Oh, you're on your phone. I don't know what you're. So what's John's phone number?
What?
Um,
What's what?
John Ward's phone number.
Oh, you want me to? I asked him to be on this.
Yeah, but I think he's on his phone and I don't know which phone is his.
I'll tell you.
So
Ask him to raise his hand.
I don't know if you can raise your hand from your phone, John. I'll unmute you.
Okay, I'll tell you.
And
It is 239-290-5.
Huh. Not seeing him on there. So, okay. Well, John will be joining us. I spoke with him 10 minutes ago and he said he was going to join us. But Connie, if you'd like to jump in, you're doing such a fabulous job in the spring sprint. Maybe you could share some tips and secrets and inspiration with everyone this morning.
Sure. Excuse me getting ready for work. Maybe that's part of the secret. I was really surprised I hadn't looked at the leaderboard. And when John told me on our director's call the other day, I was like, well, all righty then. It's, a lot of mine. I put in several new ones in the last, this week and last week, but a lot of it is the retention piece. For me, that's why my numbers are there, is it's the retention piece. Once I put in a customer, I educate them. I stay with them. I keep in contact with them. I make sure they're getting the results they want. And this program, they have graciously rewarded not only new enrollees, but they've rewarded retention. And so the retention is a really, really big piece that they're rewarding. And I've never seen a company reward retention. And it's really amazing. The other, as far as with the distributors, it's finding out who wants to raise their hands because they're different. Customers, you're sticking with them, you're doing all of these things, but distributors, you're looking for who's raising their hands and who wants to work with you. You're not dragging them along. So with those, it's reaching out to who really wants to do that. Somebody said, how does retention work for you? Retention works from the standpoint that I don't just sign them up and walk away. A lot of times I'll send out periodic emails with something that's really fascinating that educates them. An educated customer never leaves. Mm-hmm. A customer who gets their results and a distributor who gets their results typically does not leave. So your goal is to find out, what do they want? What are they trying to achieve? And in a customer, it's going to be health. In a distributor, it's probably both health and wealth. And finding out what do they want. And then your job is to give them what they need to get there and support them education-wise and, with emotionally. So I would say that's what's happening. I didn't go out and start count and say, I'm going to get this. But it is a daily method of operation. I talk to people every day. I do stuff every day, and whether it's a little or a lot, it's doing something every single day.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Connie, and congratulations. Keep up the good work. And I see John has joined us. So John, I kind of introduced you as our spring sprinter, you and Connie. And so I know you're out on a walk, probably running. So hopefully you're not, panting too hard, but you're certainly setting the pace for the spring sprint. So John, if you wanted to jump in and share some of your secrets to success, we'd love to hear from you.
Unmute, please.
And you're muted, so you might want to unmute yourself.
All right, sorry.
There you go.
I'm in the flight path of the airport, so you'll have to bear with me.
Okay.
I'm sorry I missed all of Connie's because I could have learned something that I could have applied that would have helped me because I know she's coming for me. But no, I'm so in line with everything that I heard that she said. And it's what I realized real quick, the same as she realized, was the quickest way to, because my goal was I wanted to be hey, I like your cup.
Thank you. Gregory's
I wanted to be happy cup.
live
Younger,
happy
happy
cup.
cup. Yeah.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome. I wanted my first goal is I truly wanted to be a beta tester. I had no idea that I would get there in 9 days. But Connie's right. What I quickly learned when I read the promotion was when I looked, the quickest way to get there was customers. But it really aligned with me because I am someone in network marketing who's always built a big customer base because I learned a long time ago when you're just looking for distributors, you turn off people that would have been customers. And so I've taken that approach really seriously for the last 10 years of my 22-year career. And so when this started, retention wise, what Connie said, I knew I had retention. And then, I put in, and then I started promoting again on Facebook, doing some lives and doing on Instagram but the big thing and so I immediately got, 5 or 6 customers and, they're all new. And so, but where I do fall short that I'm going to take to heart what Connie said is educating them. Boy, is that going to make a difference for me. So thank you so much, Connie. But, here's a tip that I do, and I've gotten customers from this. Every morning, the first thing I do after I say my thank yous to God and I get up, I do it while I'm laying in bed before I get up. I go to my phone, I go to Facebook, and I go to birthdays. And I do 2 things. And I taught this to everybody, but hardly anybody does it. And I have on my notes, I have a standard birthday message, and it's not a typical happy birthday. It's something like, oh, happy day, when Gregory was born, oh, such a happy day. Well, and then I have music symbols, so it sounds like a song. And that's what gets posted on their wall. And then I go back up to message, and then I go to their messenger and I leave them a voice message. It's about 10 seconds, something like, I go, hey, Gregory, today's your day. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day, celebrate big, heck, celebrate all month. Happy birthday, brother. And that's all I do. And from that, especially the messages on Messenger, is you're remembered. Then people start following you. But it's really a way that you can keep, I have like 2,500 friends. It's a way for me to stay in contact with them once a year.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
But it's daily mode of operation. It's the very first thing I do. Sometimes my business is from the toilet to the stop sign. So I have my phone, you know what I'm saying? You find these little segments of time, 3 minutes here, 3 minutes there, to do this stuff. And then it's really worked for me. And then I have I'm using InTouch app religiously. And I just go back through, and the first 2 days, I went back through every customer that I had and made sure that they were on auto ship.
Mhm.
If they weren't no longer ordering, I got them to order, many of them. And then I did some things with their dates for their next auto ship for retention. So anyway, it's so I haven't focused at all for this contest on distributors, but I've gotten distributors because now they see me and I'm getting referred. I'm getting referrals from customers.
Mhm.
That's the other thing that's happening. So, but it's just, I'm a big, huge believer in customer retention and customers and we are in the service business and we are customer service. Even though we have a customer service department, we are the customer service.
And
So
sometimes your best
anyway.
customers turn into your best distributors, don't they? I don't
The
know.
other thing, think about Robin. Robin always comes to find just two. They're there because then when you have them as a customer and they become a distributor, you don't have to educate them. You have to train them how to be a network marketer the right way, not the wrong way, the right way. So I think Connie, and Connie, I would love to have just a sit down with you and find out what you do, and I'll share what I do. And so now that I'm have 51 points, I had to reset my goal. So now my new goal is $1,500. So, and it's all going to be with customers.
Guys, that's awesome. John, do you mind if I just kind of put it out there if anyone has any questions or comments for you?
No, go right ahead.
So if anybody
And
would like
Connie too. Connie
yeah,
can jump in and answer some
Yeah.
too.
Connie and John, just unmute yourself and, let's open it up for some discussion.
While we're waiting for a question, I'm going to tell you, John probably noticed I jumped on one of his lives yesterday. See what he's doing.
On Instagram, you're an Instagram hawker.
Yep. Just, I'm telling you guys, just, take a look and watch what he's doing. It's not rocket science,
Right.
but it's consistent and it's every single day. John's a master at it.
Yeah. Slap the patch.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you, Connie. No, I do see you pop on. So anyway, but the other thing, if there's no questions that I will share with all of you, look, this is only what is today? The 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So there is 10 days plus 7. There's 17 days left. All of you, here's the thing. Here's why I focus on customers. Because it's easier to get a customer than it is a distributor. Way easier. And it keeps you from getting dejected because the average distributor gets 1 to 2 distributors a month. That's it. You can't win anything on this with 1 or 2 distributors. Well, maybe you can if they buy a diamond pack, but everybody has the ability to get 10 customers a month because of the product. It's just what Connie said is your daily mode of operation. And I challenge you to write down truly what you want. Write down and think about why you got in, why you aligned with LifeWave. Did you align just truly to be a customer, or did you align truly to build a business? because those are two different things.
Mhm.
So, and once you write them down, I did a post today, and I don't, Connie, you didn't see it, but I did a video this morning at 8:15 this morning on Instagram Live and Facebook, talking about belief. And belief is so powerful, because once you believe so you have to believe in the company, you have to believe in the product, you have to believe in yourself, you have to believe that you can do it. And, it's just a powerful
Hey,
thing, belief.
okay. John, I see we got a couple of people want to ask a question. It looks like Michelle and Kay. So Michelle, you want to go ahead?
So,
Yes, first of all, I want to vote for John to be one of our 30 minutes of wisdom on a Friday. Woohoo, John! Yes,
wow. Wow.
I'm just
That's an
like, I feel like all this energy is like percolating inside me, and I want to go out and run, but we have about 6 inches of snow, so it might be a little slippery. A little different than Florida, John. But I have a question for Connie. Connie, when you say you reach out to customers, and I have quite a few, and I do reach out now and then, don't always hear back. What is your suggestion? What do you text them and ask, how's it going? Do you have time for a call? Because I find that actual contact on the phone is the best. Do you make the first contact through a text or an email, or how do you reach out to your customers?
Let me see if I can get off of here again. All of the above. So the biggest thing is to find out what is their preferred method of communication. Okay. Nobody really thinks to find out how do they like to communicate, because I do send out, I do have spreadsheet, I do have a system where my customers, my distributors are separated into email groups. So I can send out mass email or a mass whatever, but you will see that it's the same people that say, oh, thank you. There's very few people that open their emails anymore, but for certain people, that is the only way they communicate. And then you have others that communicate best by text. And then you find some messengers, they're on Facebook all day, they're on Instagram, they're on social media, and that's the way they communicate. And then of course, phone calls, that's the king of kings, but you've got to have a good relationship with somebody. You've got to call them up. For example, I had reached out to somebody yesterday to thank her because she referred me a new customer who now is saying, I may want to be a distributor. But she referred that person. I reached out, I thanked her for that referral. And she says, by the way, I have all these sample patches and I don't know what to do with them. I said, great, I'm going to call you tomorrow when I'm driving into work and I'm going to go through those patches with you. So that's your hope, is to get them on a call. But you have to ask them, and you have to, or just pay attention and be aware, what is their preferred method of communication? And that's how you communicate to them, not your preferred method.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And could I add one? Let me add one more thing to that, Connie. Zoom. I always recommend Zoom, because now they get to see me, I get to see them, and you can see body languages and you can read a lot into that. So even though that may not be their preferred, I always suggest Zoom, because then that allows me to really see who I'm talking to, because people can hide behind words.
Huh, love that.
Kay's raising her.
I don't know who's.
Yeah, Kay, go ahead, Kay. I was muted. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I was muted still.
Oh, I was.
Thanks for letting me ask my question. I'm real new. I've only been in a couple of weeks. And what I've found is happening to me is what my sponsor did. And of course, we always do what our sponsors do, don't we? And that is, everyone is signing up at silver or above. So I don't have any customers, even customers, because they want more than 1 or 2 packs. So they come in as a silver to get 6 or a gold to get 11. Is that a downside? Is that anything we need to know about, since I'm new? What a problem to have, huh?
Well, it's a wonderful problem. And hi, Kay.
Hi, how are you, Robin?
I'm good. I'm gonna let me switch here, honey. No, it's easier here. So I'll speak into the microphone here. So
Can't hear you now.
There we go.
Okay. So when someone's ready to sign up, I just ask them qualifying questions. Say, are you getting this for yourself or are you wanting to share? So I want to distinguish between a customer or a customer getter. And everyone knows that I started out as a customer. I wasn't planning, but anyone who knows me knows I can't not share. So the rest is history on that one. But that way, you start them out at what's, excuse me, I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, you start them out on what's best for them. And it's always about what's best for them.
Mhm.
And then, if they find themselves sharing, then it's time and being in touch and saying, are you interested in receiving income from your sharing? Because some customers don't want an income. They just want to get free product or they just want to share. That's great. So we always want to ask those qualifying questions of what they want. And from that place, customer acquisition is very easy. And like John said, the bar is so low to get people started as a customer because the program is so great. Did you want to share something?
Yeah, I'll add something. My perspective is I sometimes use the analogy like customers are like silver, distributors are like gold, and gold's a lot more valuable. So I'd rather have a customer getter than a customer. And I think the spring sprint is cool, but this is not a this is a marathon. It's not a sprint really. So, if you're new enough and you've got a background in networking, so, bringing in networkers, even if, they're testing the products, they're ready to step in as silver, they get one patch, one sleeve for them, one for their spouse and one to share. Is a really good way to get people started. So I wouldn't stop doing that. And does anybody know how many points you get in the spring sprint for enrolling a silver?
I think 3, Gregory.
So
2
you
or
get the
3.
same amount
It's
of
not-
points is getting a customer. You get 3 points for a customer order. I'd rather 3 points from a silver or even 2 or 1 point from a silver and have a silver than a customer.
One for silver.
One for
So
silver. Okay.
I always have a question when I hear these, and again, being a newbie, you'll probably think it's silly, but when they say silver, if someone comes in as a gold or diamond, does that count as a silver for the spring sprint? Not that I know what that
Counts
is.
even more, 'cause you get more points for the bigger packages.
And how about if we upgraded, because we got all our people to upgrade last week?
Upgrades count also in the spring sprint for points.
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't pay any attention to it because I'm just trying to build the business. But so you kind of are expressing, like yesterday, we have one of my newest diamonds said that she had a gal who was going to need probably 10 packets based on what they've talked about. There's no reason for her to come in as a customer, is there?
No, not at all. No.
Okay, that's what I was trying to find out. Thank you.
Kay, you're killing it. Don't stop,
You're doing
man.
great, Kay.
I don't know you, but I can tell right now you're killing it. It's not, Gregory, your point is super valid because you're building a really solid structure of your business. And some of those people may not run with it, but they're still going to qualify as silvers. The only time that I've had distributors in a past business with me who I did bring in as customers, but the reason I did was because they never built before and I knew they were probably not going to build again. And so I would rather have them refer me people and let me sponsor them because I'm going to do the work anyways. And so that's the only caveat that I think to that piece. Otherwise, I'm with Gregory on that, and I do both what Robin and Gregory both said. It works equally as well.
But I think
No,
Gregory,
that
go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
no, those are all great points. And I'm with Connie on if someone says they want to come in with, a package and they're not a builder. I kind of feel guilty and would rather have them come in as a customer because the customer program allows them to get the 10-day samples for 5 months. Now, then they may get excited. and want to build. So that would be my only thing, but that's it.
Great. Well, we're just about the end of our time. Does anybody have any, one or two more comments or questions? Anybody wants to chime in? You can unmute yourself.
Well, while we're waiting, I do want to say that, you know, David's webinar yesterday was fabulous. And
Wow.
it's the kind of thing that we can share with everybody. He doesn't mention the company or the products. And as soon as it's available, we'll make sure it's posted in the Facebook group. So whoever posts it first, I'm going to give a prize. Okay.
All right.
So thank you everyone for being with us. And I just want to do, this morning I was on Clubhouse, and I don't know if anyone knows, shake your head if you know what Clubhouse is. There's a few of you. It's a new vehicle, and it's only available, it's in testing phase on the iPhones, but it's an app, and it is one of the best networking things I've ever seen. And I was on with one of our members, Sabine, on how to use it, and I was blown away. So we'll maybe have Sabine come on, because I think a lot of people are always looking for more people. And this is a great vehicle to expand your network, because in our business, every single day you want to be expanding your network every day. And this is a great vehicle to do it. And we'll give you more information later.
Great.
Yeah, and you learn something there too, Robin. It's amazing what you learn.
Oh my gosh. I was in awe this morning of being a happy clicker and seeing what's possible on there. It's quite
Yeah.
something. Yeah. So Sabine was great. Yep.
Beautiful. Any final comments from anyone before we bring this call to a wrap?
I just like to,
my app on a Galaxy and Android product, and I see Clubhouses here. There's Clubhouse and the Clubhouse and Clubhouse Online. Do you know which one it is, Robin, or what the icon is?
Why don't you connect with me later? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I don't think it's available on non-Apples at the moment, non-iPhones.
Oh, really?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. Yeah.
not yet.
I went to look.
All right.
So I would just like to thank you guys for giving myself, and I'm sure Connie feels the same way, the opportunity to share and help others, you know, who want to build a business. And I really appreciate that. I do appreciate the accolades. Those aren't the important thing to me, but just helping people is what's really important, customers and teammates.
And just so everybody knows, every Wednesday they update the corporate bulletin board on, you know,
Top 50.
on the top 50, but you can call customer service at any time and they'll tell you how many points you have. So if you're curious, you know, you can just pick up the phone, call customer service, and they'll be quick to tell you.
And I want to do a shout out to Teresa. She's going for it. It's so fun. And she was on the leaderboard. And it was great to see her name there. Yay.
Nice.
That's
Yay.
great.
And Connie, would you give me your customer ID, your distributor ID?
You gonna give her some extra customers?
No. I'll call customer service and I'll pretend that I'm her.
Oh, okay.
So I
there
know
you go.
where she is.
Just want to check up on the competition.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, God bless everyone. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you on, and this Saturday morning, we're having morning training, and we're following our 4-step proven plan of action. Last week, Condi did a great job on prepare. And this week we're going to have Judy and Zena are going to be talking about sharing, you know, and that's when the rubber meets the road. You know, we're out there sharing and caring for people. So same time, and that'll be on the Live Younger Zoom.com Zoom channel. So thanks everyone. Have a blessed day.
Bye.